Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today we'll be working on the spring bridge. As I said before, I got this as a gift, I believe. I don't know where it came from, so I can't put a link to where it came from, but if you look up spring bridge, you'll be able to find the various ones. This one's 100 by 50. I have looked at the other sizes that come out. I honestly think that if you don't get this one at 100 by 50, you're not going to get the best picture quality. This is a really good picture quality that we've got going on. We've got very extensive bridges that you can tell what they are. You can tell when you have the tree. We'll see how the house comes. It should be in the next one or next section or the following section. But I believe that this is a better size for this picture. So I will be working on the ones. If we get through the ones, we'll move to the T's, okay? Those two numbers will take us pretty much, it would take me an hour to do them both, and that's if I wasn't talking and I was just paying attention in my television show once. I am still on that. There are still 4 more seasons, so it will be a while before I'm done with that one. I keep looking at this. I just got done doing the arrows, and I've got a bunch of arrows I missed. Yeah. So today will be our DAC article, Up Your Art Game with These Diamond Painting Tricks, January 30th, 2021. So this was the end of January. This one was done. And this is quite a long article. It has 15 different tricks. So I won't be spending as much time chit-chatting and doing any diamond painting. So that's why I'm saying we probably will only, if we're lucky, get started and maybe finished if we're lucky on the ones. Other than the television show that I'm watching, I'm not watching much. I did get my pen from Jim's Hand, or this one is from the Diamond Art Club. There is a link to Diamond Art Club below, and all you have to do is go to accessories and you will find it, because I also have the link to the blog. So if you get to the blog, you can get to the pens. What else? My tray comes from my 3D designs. It does allow me to put slots in it to have up to 3 colors in my tray at one time. And that can be handy if I'm in a highly, what's the word I'm looking for? Highly confetti. If it's a big confetti area, then I'm most likely going to be using the 3 colors, because I'll be able to choose 3 colors within that. The only thing is, it is difficult to ensure that you don't mix your colors, and they do go down, but I don't think they quite go down far enough. So if you're not watching them, they can come up because of the diamonds. The facets get underneath it, and they can actually, if it keeps moving, it can raise it the amount of the diamond, okay? And then that's going to let the diamond slide pretty freely, right? So you really don't want that to happen. So you have to be very careful when you're using multiple colors in this tray. I have a few other ones that came from Wilson's Design, as well as more from my 3D design. And each one have their different great things. I have one that's like in a painter's deck, where it's got the hole and you can actually hold it, and it's got a place to hold it and to secure it when you're working. And it has 6 slots, I think. Has 6 different slots, allowing me to have 6 different colors out at one time. They are separate slots, and they have their own separate stopper. So they are really good. I like them. You can go on to my 3D designs and you'll see the multiple types of trays that they have on there, as well as Wilson's Designs. Those are the two that I use for my trays. I haven't bought any trays lately. I have plenty of trays on hand. There's no reason to go out and buy more. There are some out there that I would like to get that may have lids on them or be a little bit different that may assist me in a few different ways. Now these ones do have lids, and if I was smart, I'd have a lid on it all the time, and I always forget to do that. I need to pull that lid out so that it is where I see it. That way I will remember to use it. They are really nice lids. They do fit tight. They fit snug and nice, so I don't have to worry too much about my drills falling, and if they do, spilling to the floor. And I've done that a few times, so it's probably my best bet to do that more often. And so I pretty much just am very careful of where I'm placing my drills most of the time. It's the few times that I'm not careful is the times that I worry, right? Because with my fibromyalgia and my disabilities, I sometimes forget things. So I might say something to my husband, and 2 days later I don't remember if I told him something or not, right? That's not too kind to have to do to my husband, and I don't do it on purpose. It's really not an issue to worry about with my husband. He's a great man. He takes very good care of me, and I really am grateful to have somebody that takes such good care of me and wants to ensure that I have a happy rest of my life. We're really trying to get the Social Security completed. With the way things have been with COVID and everything else, Social Security is way behind. They're taking way longer than normal to make their decisions. So what we're basically doing is we're just waiting for a decision to come down now. We have done what we can. I just have some black, something stuck to my canvas. I wanted to get it off. Okay, so that's what I basically do, okay? But since this is such a long article, and I finished the ones, and I really want to get started on this article because I think this article is really going to be beneficial for us as diamond painters in this instance, correct? So that's why we're going to get started on the article. It says, up your game with these diamond painting tricks, January 30th, 2021. So at Diamond Art Club, diamond painting is our passion. We know even a short painting session offers the perfect opportunity to get crafty, relax, and most importantly, have fun while unleashing your inner artist. From prepping a new canvas to putting the finishing touches on our latest masterpiece and every step in between, we love it all. Now, maybe not prepping it sometimes. I don't think prepping it's a bad thing for me. I enjoy putting the diamonds in the case, and I get excited when I'm doing that because I'm getting ready to start a new painting, right? It's de-kitting that I have issues with. I'm really bad at de-kitting. It's like I know I have more storage, so I just put more away. And I was gonna have to do that, and I got one for Christmas, and I had another one show up. So I have had 2 new ones. So now I've used both of those, and now so I am to the point where I have to start de-kitting stuff so that I can kit new stuff. So that's my downfall. I love to kit up. I hate to de-kit. So kitting up your new canvases. So as you go to resources for all things diamond painting, our team is always looking for new and fun ways to help our customers up their artistic game. We continuously research hundreds of posts to consolidate the best diamond painting tips, tricks, and hacks, making sure they're up to date and useful. Ready for some original hacks to up your diamond art game? Here are a few of our favorites, and there are 15 here, so we will get started. I'm actually going to go ahead, change our diamonds as I read, so that when I'm taking breaks and we're discussing maybe something we've read or whatever, I can lay a few diamonds, because I just can't sit here and read this and talk and not lay diamonds, right? Because that's what this is. This is a WIP and chat. So that's a work in progress. So if you're working on something, gather up what you're working, and let's work together during our WIP and chat, our work in progress chat. So what we're doing is we're just chatting, we're just discussing and going over the article from Diamond Art Club. But isn't it nice to be able to diamond paint at the same time? I am going to do one quick thing. I just need to double check the number. Okay. I had taken a picture of the legend, so it's on my iPad, so all I had to do is switch between screens, and we're back. I just wanted to make sure that if I needed to look for more diamonds, because oh shoot, my 23 just opened up and went flying. 21, there's not many left in that container, so I was like, okay, we might need to get some more. Hold on one second. I think I contained this, fortunately, to a few that have fallen. So I'll be right back. Okay, crisis averted. Those diamonds were picked up. It was a very easy pickup and put away. My tray was empty, so I was able to put right in my tray and then pour back into the container. You have to be really careful with these little 4 containers. They do pop open. This was one of the very first diamond paintings I ever bought, so or got. I can't remember if it came in a one of the diamond painting kits that I was getting or not. It's like, I don't know what they're sending me. I just know I'm getting a diamond painting, so it could have come from there. Not sure. Anyways, it was one of the very first ones that I acquired, however it was. So it is in the oldest container that I had at the time. Those are the first containers I bought. Actually, those second set. I do have a pair of clear ones. I went ahead and bought the colored set. And I have 2 boxes of the colored set. I thought it was cool. I love different colored boxes. So that made me happy, and I was on my way. So we are still reading our article, and as we chat, I went ahead and put the diamonds in my tray. And I know that I don't do a whole lot of diamond painting as I'm reading, because diamond painting is one of those things that you can't just pick up your eyes and do something different. You have to pay attention to where you're laying your diamonds. So sometimes, like when I'm talking right now, it's real easy for me to pick up the diamonds and place them in where they belong, because we're chatting. But when I'm reading, I can't do that. So I have something on my canvas. Okay, what is this? There we go. Not sure what it was, but it is gone now. So that's why you may not see me doing diamond painting while I'm reading, because I don't like to pre-read the articles. I will look and scroll down through the article just to kind of see how long it's going to be. Is it something that we need to really concentrate on at the beginning? Do we need to not do so much chatty and more ready on this one? I mean, it's really one of those kind of situations, right? So you really have to just go with your gut. And my gut always says, I do reading on this one because it's a long article. There's 15 different tricks, and some of them may be 3 or 4 paragraphs each. Some may be 1 paragraph. I didn't look that in depth. I do know that the first one is 3 paragraphs. So number 1 is kit up your new canvases. So if you're unfamiliar with the process of kitting up or kitting down your next diamond painting project, this tip will change the way you work. So I'm really good at the kitting up. I love kitting up. Kitting up is so much fun. I get into it and it's like, okay, I'm excited to start. I was kind of bummed when this one was already kitted up because I didn't get that excitement. But when I started working on it, the excitement really came back, and I really don't want to not do diamond painting, and I want to lay diamonds on it, right? I want to be somebody who actually picks up what they started and finish it if it's not completed. So, and if it's not completed and it's not something I want to continue, then I need to take it out. I need to unkit it, or I need to frog it, whatever that may be. But I need to stop doing it, right? Because it's not something that I'm interested in doing or having done. So, basically, the process of kitting up involves getting your project organized and prepared prior to the beginning the project. When you receive your diamond painting kit, you'll find a number of individually bagged diamond drills along with the legend key that will show you which number codes correspond with the particular drills. These codes will also be displayed on your canvas, so you know exactly where each bead is intended to be placed. Kitting up means that you're going to take the individual stickers from the legend and place them on the separate bead organizers. So, like with Diamond Art Club, they send a kit out, and inside that kit has the legend on it as well as the and it matches what they have on the canvas. So these you can take and actually cut the stickers that have the number associated with the number on the canvas. It has the symbol associated with that number on the canvas, and then it has the DMC code that goes with that symbol and with that color. And so you can put those right on top of your boxes. And you can do that with any kit, because I could take the picture that I took and I could print it and I could cut it and I could run it through my Xyron sticker maker and I could put it on top of these if I wanted. This was already kitted up, so no reason to stop. Just take a picture of the legend and I have it on my iPad. So, kitting up means you're going to take the individual stickers from the legend and place them on your separate bead organizers. If peeling each sticker off seems too tedious for a short project, you can also use the marker to write on your bead boxes. Be aware that you won't be able to remove the writing during the kitting down process. That's why I buy stickers. I don't care how many stickers I have to buy. I will buy stickers to be able to number them, right? Because I am not writing with permanent marker on top of any of my boxes. That ruins them. I can't use it for anything else, right? You can't get it off with alcohol, though. So remember that. That's something that people don't know. You can actually take on plastic like this. You can get permanent marker off of it. It's not easy, but you can do it. As you stick your labels to your organizer boxes, you'll want to pour the corresponding drill color into the properly labeled box. Once you've done this with every color, you're ready to begin your project. This tip helps to keep everything organized and allows you to find your drills more easily. Once you've finished the project and you can kit down by pouring the remaining drills into small plastic bags, writing the corresponding code on the bag, and storing it for future use. You can also use stickers on your bags, okay? So don't think that not using stickers, you can use stickers almost anything, right? So if you're kitting down, and you want to put them back all to DMC code, if you have them, like this one is not, it has no DMC code whatsoever. I do know that it came somewhere from China because it doesn't have DMC codes. It was, I believe, double-sided adhesive. It could be poured glue. I can't quite remember. It feels more like double-sided adhesive than it does poured glue. And that's just because I've touched so much poured glue, and I've worked with the same kind of adhesive they put on here, and I use the vinyl part of it. So when I'm doing vinyl work and I'm doing like permanent vinyl, that will already have the double-sided adhesive on the back side of it, to where I can peel it off once I cut it and weeded it. I can then place it where I want, right? So all this is vinyl without the vinyl on top of the sticky. So I use it a lot. I'm familiar with the different kind of glues. I'm familiar with the way things should feel and the way things work. And so that just really comes with time and experience, right? It comes with crafting most of your life, knowing where you're going, knowing what you want to do, right? Knowing where you want to lay your diamonds is important, right? Because you need to know where you're going to lay your diamonds so that you can put the appropriate number down, especially if you're using a multiplacer, right? Like I do. I am not a single placer girl. If I have to single place all the time, I'm not happy. And it's not because I don't enjoy it. Sometimes I enjoy just doing a section singly, but when I do one singly versus doing it with the straightener, my diamonds always come up. I don't know why, but they always come up so much more slowly, right? So I want to put on, and when I'm doing it singly, you're putting things on manually. So everything you do one by one. I am not against things not looking perfect. They don't have to look perfect and perfectly straight. But I sure would hope that I have enough desire in myself to be perfect on how I lay them. I find that by laying them in a multi-placer situation, I have them straighter than I do if I'm doing it without. Now that's my opinion. That doesn't need to be your opinion. You know, for the longest time, I tried multi-placing, and it was just a doggone mess, right? I didn't know how to do it correctly to where when I lay it down, yes, sometimes you see me adjust my drills, but a lot of times I don't have to. I lay my drills on, they're straight when I lay them on. And if there's other drills there, I line them up to the drills by putting the bottom on it and then putting it in when I can, right? Because that's going to line up, and that's going to make that whole line straight, right? So I'm going to go down here from the top this time, and then I'm going to bring in this last one. And the reason I did that is because I knew I only had 6 on here, and that was the 7th spot. And so I wanted to put my extra bead that I was going to put in between the two, so that once I have it in here, I can get it lined up properly from the beginning, right? And that's the goal. That's the goal for me, is to be able to line my diamonds without having to adjust them, right? Because if I can lay 2 at a time, get it twice as done, right? Twice as fast, right? And I can't always lay 7 at a time. I think I want to find one where I can actually get 8 onto it, because this is supposed to be an 8 placer, but I can only seem to get it in to, or is this one the 7? Let me see. On the other side. No, this one is a 7. Okay, so this one's meant to be a 7. But I really, and see, it's starting, the wax that I put in here is starting to wear down. I have to rub it. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, I got it to work for just a little bit longer for us. So let's go on to number 2. So number 2, use washi tape to section off canvases. Okay, so washi tape has become a very popular tool for crafting. Many people integrate washi tape into their scrapbooking or journaling projects, but it can be used for a variety of crafts. You can even use it on your walls as accent decorations. When using washi tape for diamond painting, however, it can be used in a decorative or practical manner. Many people use washi tape to section off their canvases into smaller squared areas. You can also use this grid to hone in on a particular section while covering the rest of the squares with a protective material to prevent dust or dirt from sticking to the canvas or eliminate the chance of accidentally disturbing a section that has already been completed. Another common use for washi tape is to create a decorative border. This is a fun, versatile crafting accessory is available in dozens of different designs. Find a pattern or color that matches with your completed painting and use the washi tape to create a beautiful border around your masterpiece. Okay, so I know that they say that, but if I'm going to put washi tape down on my masterpiece and I want it to stay, I either have to put it in a frame that's going to hold that washi tape in place, or I'm going to have to put something down to give it the extra stick. Because washi tape was never created to be a tape to last a long time and stick for a long time, right? Because it's made for temporary use. It's made so you can put it down and pick it back up if you need to and then put it back down, right? A lot of crafters use it in their crafting, and if you're sticking it to paper, it's going to stick and it's going to stay for quite a while, right? But any of the material that our diamond paintings are, whether they're diamond paintings or Diamond Art Club's patent pending canvas, or one of these that are just the scratchy, cheap kind of plastics, right? Washi tape doesn't want to stick to this as much because this is not a flat surface, okay? It's not able to completely get adhered enough because it can only adhere to the upper raised areas, not the lower raised, unless you have something that you're going to roll it on and it's really going to stick, okay? So when you're doing it, just think about those things. Try them before you make a full decision that, hey, I want to put washi tape around my canvas when I'm done. You may just want to put washi tape on your canvas because you have a lot of overall extra glue on your canvas. I know there's a lot of us that don't have that anymore. It just depends on where your canvases come from and what you're working on, right? If you're buying from the China companies, you're probably going to have more overlap, whether it's poured glue or whether it is double-sided adhesive. The thing is I don't think this is, I don't know. This is a really, it's not a real sticky glue, I'm telling you. I don't recommend sealing a Diamond Art Club painting right? Do you know why? We all know why. Because Diamond Art Club's glue is going to keep your diamond stuck, right? But with one of these canvases like this, it's not going to stay as stuck as you want. So you're going to need to put down a protective covering. Something that's going to seal it, something that's going to keep your diamonds in place. You don't go to all the work that you do on some of these cheaper canvases, and it's fine. Cheaper canvases are sometimes just as good, right? They may not be the perfect glue, they may not be the perfect canvas, but you know, when you can't afford anything else, I can't go to Diamond Art Club, not even for $54 right now, and buy a new diamond painting. I can't afford to. I'm not going to go out and reach out and see if I can work with Diamond Art Club. I'm not going to do that because I don't want, when I talk, to be being paid by any company for anything, right? Whether it's just free product or they're giving me gift cards, whatever, they're giving me cash. You know, I don't want people, and you can get cash. You can become a, I don't know, whatever they call them, that allows you to sign up and you get to have a code and you can share that code with everybody and they can have 15% off for the first time diamond painting at Diamond Art Club, right? Diamond Art Club does not give one that allows you to have 15% all the time, where you can go to Craftably and that code will continue to work even after the first purchase. You just need to have that code to put in. So, and they're different. I mean, you have to really go to each different creator's website and go to their description and see what are they listed under, what is their code under. So, our next one is 3. Upcycle egg cartons to organize diamonds. Okay, so it isn't a novel idea, but it's great for those that like to upcycle. Don't recycle the egg carton after you've made your last omelet. Repurpose it. An average egg carton serves as an outstanding diamond organizer that you can easily close when not in use. You can use our diamond organizer with 30 slots to keep all your color gems separate. But here's the thing. If you use an egg carton, remember, you can't let it fall, or all 12 of those colors are going to mix together and you're going to have to spend the time to separating out all of those diamonds in that egg carton. I'm only saying because if you're someone like me, using an egg carton would not be something realistic. I have to have something that locks, keeps my diamonds in place, right? If using an egg carton isn't your thing, check out our other diamond painting storage tips in this post. So we'll get to more. So I needed a drink. Sorry about that. Label each diamond bag. No empty egg carton or storage containers. No problem. Sort your diamonds into the plastic Ziploc bags included in your kit. Use a marker to label each bag or slot with the corresponding number or symbol. So you can label your egg cartons or your storage containers, and you always want to label them. And you can get Ziploc bags, okay? There is no, I've never gotten a diamond painting that includes enough plastic baggies to kit up your kit, right? So if you're going to use baggies, you have to either buy more of those little baggies, use the small Ziploc snack size if you have them, would work. That's what my granddaughter uses. It's easier for her. It's got the Ziploc on it and everything. It's perfect. It's good for her little hands. She has small itty bitty hands. I can't wait till she's back in Washington so that we can get back on our regularly scheduled telephone conversations. It's really hard when they're traveling during the summer to set up calls as much during the summer. But we do talk a lot during school season, right? So we will get back on our regular schedule. We will be talking to the kids on, we'll be doing some movie nights, Disney movie nights with the kids. I have some really fun ones that I would love to watch that I've not seen yet, and I would really love to do them with my grandkids. There's some some of the new Disney ones that are out. So I'm excited about that. Those things are coming, right? And so, but my point is you can find anything that will seal correctly and it will hold your diamonds, right? If you don't have the money to go buy the diamonds or the baggies off Amazon, then get the small Ziploc stack size if you have them. A lot of people with kids have those in because they put them in their lunches to school and stuff like that. So it's an easy, quick, portable way to label your diamond bags if you don't have those. So organized diamonds for multi-placement, okay? So multi-placer tools are great diamond painting accessories as they can help you quickly place down sections of drills that are the same color. However, getting them prepared on the drill tray can be time consuming. Pour your drills onto one tray and then use another tray to press down gently and separate clumps of drills. Once you've separated them, try to place them neatly on the tray so that you can more easily and quickly pick up multiple diamonds at once. So when I do this, I'm going to bring my drills all the way back down to a starting position, and I'll show you how I will take and one of these do not want to come down. Okay, there we go. So there's not a whole lot in here. I need to get the new bag out. These are all that I have. I do have an additional bag in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake my diamonds, right? And I'm going to shake them up there a little bit. And then I'm going to take my knuckle. I always take the big knuckle right here, right? And I tap it. It gets a nice, good, solid tap. And it pulls down some of those that are on their side. I also will take it and hold my tray at the very tip. That allows me to kind of get a nice tap to get some of these other ones done. And sometimes if I tap farther away, I will get most of them to fall. So then it's all set up for multi-placing, right? I don't know if you can see that very well because they're all dark. But see how it's all nice and lined up? I can just put the multiplicer on there and pull them down. And it works very well. So I'm going to, and then I put my tray down wherever I'm going to be placing it, whether I'm holding it in my hands or I'm using my bead mat from Amazon, which is in the description below. I do have the bead mat on here. So let's see what they say about multi-placing, okay? We've already done the drills and set them up for multi-placing. Okay, that's it. That's all they say, okay? So all they're doing is giving some tips on how to do some of these things easier, or what will be more efficient, or will save you a little bit of money here and there. So try using a diamond multi-placer for more efficient crafting. So speaking about multi-placing, if you haven't done it already, try using one of our diamond multi-placer pens. Diamond painting allows you to set the pace. So if you want to work faster, you need a tool that will help. Many of our kits come with a double-sided tool that lets you pick up one diamond at a time or a bunch. Check out our accessories to browse all our different multi-placer styles as well. So this is a multi-placer that came in one of my kits, right? It's a 7. And it is a very valuable tool. Like I've been saying, I can pick up 7 diamonds, right? That quick. And I can lay down 7 diamonds that quick, right? And all I need to do is a minor adjustment right there. So now to finish that row, all I have to do is grab the 3. It only grabbed 2, so let's grab that last one, right? And let's kind of adjust that kind of little bit to make sure that it is nice and spaced properly. That's it. You know, so you can do this, but remember, with the first time you pick up a multiplacer, it's not going to go this smoothly. If it does, kudos to you, man. Because it took me a good 4 or 5 months practice to really get down how to use my multiplacers correctly. And I bought some curved multiplacers from Lexi Lilycraft. Their link is below. I have used their multiplacers on camera so that they're always there for you to be able to go to the link and find the curved multiplacers. They come in multiple sizes, so you really just need to go on to Etsy to their shop and look at their shop and see if what you're looking for is there. By learning how to roll allows me to now use a straight one, and I can do it efficiently, right? If I'm doing it and I have a really long line, a lot of times I'll place the top where I want it before I drop it. And then I always make sure that my multiplacer is lined up properly, right? Because if you don't line up that properly, and you have to do it. Look, if you put it down here, you make sure that it's going to aim and land where you want it. You pick it up, you know it's down, right? By doing that with a rounded multiplacer, it allows me to be able to practice, and now I can pick up any placer and I can work on it. I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying that helped me, right? After about 3 months of using it continuously, making all the adjustments, moving it all around because I don't know how to place it properly, I'm not doing the best job I can be doing, blah, 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 right? But now I can lay them, and it doesn't take me extra time. I don't have to go back and do a whole lot of adjusting my multiplacing, right? So it's really how you want to learn, right? If it's easier for you to spend a little bit of money and get the curved, I mean, I'm all for it. That's how I did it. I would love to see you go to Lexi Lilycrafts and buy their rounded multiplacers so you can learn, you know? And when I get some more money again, I am going to purchase some more tips. I am down to where I only have the 5 placers now. So I like the bigger placers, okay? I like the 9 and 10, right? Or 8 and 10, or 7 and 9, whatever it is. I think it's 8 and 10, okay? Sometimes I would get 11 if it was one particular one on the 10, right? So sometimes I can squeeze an extra one on there somehow. But it really taught me how to make the proper placement so that I don't have to adjust, right? And so it's just like if you want to learn to perfect single placing, then what are you going to do? You're going to single place, single place, single place, single place, single place until you've gotten practice to put it in there in line and properly, right? So you can get it pretty darn straight by hand, one at a time. And then with practice, you can take that multiplacer and you can place those diamonds pretty efficiently, right? I learned from Miss Crochet and Coffee. She's the one that got me in touch with Lexi Lilycraft. So thank you, Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, if you are listening. If you're not, that's fine, but I do appreciate your help with multiplacing, because now, as you are, I am a multiplacer girl. I cannot live without being able to multiplace. I would drive myself insane if I had to do these paintings one diamond at a time. And I'm not complaining, because I could do it. It's just annoying to me, right? So I can choose to be annoyed, or I can choose to enjoy it. And so I choose what's going to make me happy, and that's use multiplacing. You know, and if single placing is your thing, I applaud you. I congratulate you, because I go crazy when I single place. I just want to get it done, right? I want it done. I want it beautiful. I want it efficient. I still know that I've laid every single diamond, because I still have laid every single diamond on this painting. I'm just not laying them on the painting any old way, right? I'm laying them in the straight arrow. It's still being, you're still doing it, right? You're still laying all the diamonds on the canvas. It's not like you can snap your fingers and all the colors go on, right? Whether you multi-place or whether you single place, and whichever is your thing that makes you happy. Remember, diamond painting and using your tools are not because a creator says, I'm a multiplacer. Does not mean you have to be one too, right? But if you're interested in knowing how to multiplace, it's something I can help you with. If you want to see videos like that, I can do some Q&A kind of things. So, I mean, when we get a little bit, our channel built up a little bit more, this next week is our Instagram week. So I will be highlighting our Tuesday, our Wednesday, and our Friday videos. They are going to be our consistent. They will be consistently the same. Those 3 days will not change. When we add, because we'll add our holiday, and I'll choose a day for that to be on, probably Thursdays. But that will only be for the time that we're creating our Christmas decorations, right? So if we get those Christmas decorations done quickly, which, you know, I'll be doing some on video, and then there's some work I'm going to have to do off video, or I'll never get things done, right? So I'll do one and have it completed so that everybody can see what we're going to be creating. And if you want, you'll be able to go get the stuff and create with me, right? Because you don't have to. I mean, you can watch the video and work on whatever you're watching, right? Or working on. If you prefer to work on a Christmas diamond painting, then do so. I'm going to work on a Christmas diamond painting. That will be our other 3 days. We'll be whipping chat with a Christmas painting, right? Because I'm going to start it in November. Or, I don't know. I have a couple months, right? But I know it's a big one, so it is going to take time. It's this big, same as this one. So it will take time to get done. So we have to make sure that it's set to go, right? at the beginning of November, I will be putting my Christmas one on. We will start our holiday season with decorating out our laying our Thanksgiving stuff out, and then we'll go into building all of our Christmas decorations, right? So the month of November and the month of December are all for Christmas decorations and Christmas type stuff, because Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love the holidays. Thanksgiving is my favorite. I make a gorgeous turkey. I'll probably do some kind of video showing you how I prepare my turkey, maybe. We can do different things like that for the holiday videos. So like, I cook turkey on Christmas and Thanksgiving. I know. Turkey is my favorite meat of all times. If I could eat it all the time, I would. I eat ground turkey all the time in my tacos and my spaghetti and various things like that, right? But holidays are different, right? I'm sorry, I know that we should be going back to article, but I just want to make sure that people can see how nice and easy that multiplacing can work, right? So that's kind of why I've been chatting a little bit and doing some multiplacing, laying some diamonds down, kind of so you can see how things work, right? I'm just going to slide that onto that one. It did fall off my pen. I do need wax. I will be putting new wax on my pen when we are done. This wax has been in for about 3 days, so it's not any reason to worry about this. So the next one is at number 7 is adhere diamonds to their symbol on the canvas. A little bit of prep work goes a long way when starting your project. Take a few minutes to glue or tape your diamonds next to their canvas symbol. Voila. You can take a diamond and put it next to the symbol, but I mean, if you really want to, I guess it's a way to do it. You have a 3D code. This way you can quickly reference the specific diamonds you need in a single glance. Okay, so here's my thought, okay? There is nothing wrong with making a 3D chart. However, if your diamonds are set up based on that diamond color, then the 3D works, right? But my thought process is the only reason that you would do that would be because then you could double check and match your diamonds. But if you're doing it properly and you're putting them into containers and you're labeling them so you can understand and you can pick up those diamonds and go quickly, I can look at the canvas and know, based on what I'm working on, approximate color this should be, right? By looking. I'm working in more of the red areas right now with the T, and that's where it's mainly at. So it's going to be some kind of red color, correct? Because that's what's being used on the bridge, right? And so your bridge being red is reflecting as pink down here because of the way the reflection changes, right? It shifts the color slightly. But if you look, it's still the same kind of concept here and here, okay? So, number 8, utilize a flat surface that doubles as a mobile workspace. Okay, so that's what I have set up here. I have a mobile workspace set up here. I do have a A2. Is it A2 or A3? This one's A3. My one in my office is A2. This is an A3. It sits on my lap desk that I got from Amazon. Everything is linked below. I do not have the link. Let me go look and see if I can find any more A2s that are comparable to what I have. And And there is one I want to look for because I want to get a new one eventually anyways. And I think that's what I'm going to ask my mom for Christmas, is a new light pad. Because I want one that I can adjust. I have one, my A2 in my office has a cord. It's a static cord. I don't care if it's a static cord or not. Because I don't have to have a rechargeable. This is a rechargeable, and I did not find that it was worth the money. For me, if I take it out somewhere, I'm not going to usually be using my light pad. If I take it outside, if I'm inside, it's always near where I can plug it into an electrical outlet. I went out and bought from Amazon a 4-placer kind of converter where I can have 2 USBs plugged in at the same time, as well as plug-in to plug-in. So I can run my heating pad, I can run my light pad, and I can charge at the same time, right? And that's what I'm doing. I have my light pad on right now. I'm charging my iPhone as we're chatting, and I have my heating pad in. And I have another one where if I need something else or whatever that's electrical, I can always plug it in, right? So that's what it's all about. Your workspace, right? Thought you were done using kitchen supplies after our carton tip? Guess again. One of our oldest tips is taping your canvas to a clean cutting board so you instantly have a mobile workspace. Need a little light? Grab our diamond painting light pad so you can see what you're working on and move your workspace as you go. Looking to have a more permanent crafting space? Read our tips on how to create the perfect diamond painting workspace, which we will have already gone over. I believe we read that article already. So that's a good one, right? So that's how I have it. Basically, I have the old light pad that doesn't work anymore. No matter what I do, I can't get the cord to stay in, and even as a non-movable. It has the USB, and it plugs into just that little tiny slot, and that has now not worked. I don't know why it's not working, but it just doesn't work. So I use it as my setup, and then I have a small diamond painting light pad that I put on top that's very light, okay? It's similar to the one that Diamond Art Club sells. It's one of those really small 8.5 by 11 light pads that are very skinny, and you can get for about $5 or $6, maybe 10, right? So that is a mobile workspace. I can pick this up, grab my diamonds and my tools, which I have a box for my tools. My diamonds are all in boxes. I can literally pick up my box for my beads, my box for my tools, my diamond painting, and go anywhere I want and be able to diamond paint, right? Because I'll have everything with me. And that's the benefit of putting things in the proper place, setting things up properly. Because if you want a mobile workstation, you really have to pay attention to how you set it up, because you're going to have to be able to move it, right? So you don't want to make it any heavier than what you can move, right? You don't want to do that. It's not any fun, right? It's not fun if you have to constantly pick up and move, right? You have to pick it up and you have to constantly move it to another place, right? But if you have it on a mobile workstation, you pick up that mobile workstation and you go. That's what I work on 90% of my time. Number 9, stop static clean with dryer sheets. Okay, so the big one that has cling that I've ever worked with is Diamond Dots. It's the only qualm at all that I have for Diamond Dots, is their diamonds are very staticky. So sometimes our diamonds seem to stick to everything but our canvas. No problem. Diamond Art Club fans have a workaround that works wonders. Some place cut up dryer sheets in with stored gems to eliminate static cling. Game changer. It really is a game changer. I have a bag that I keep in my diamond painting kit that seems to be missing. I have a few things that have been misplaced in it. I gotta find them. But anyways, I have a little baggie that has the dryer sheets in it. And I keep it in my kit so that if I ever need to have something to eliminate the static clean, I have it right with me. So, number 10, find wax alternatives like putty. Have you ever been in the middle of a diamond painting project and realized you ran out of wax? Well, I have so much wax in my house, I don't think I'll ever run out. My mom has extras that she's going to be sending me as well, because she knows I diamond paint way more than she does. It can be very frustrating, especially if you're nearly done with your project. Luckily, there are plenty of household items that can actually be used in place of traditional wax. Use reusable putty being one of the most common. Try to find options that can easily pick up the drills, such as Play-Doh or tweezers. If you have some of these lying around the house, it makes for a wonderful replacement for regular diamond painting wax. But we recommend always keeping some on hand in case your wax runs out unexpectedly. And if you have no wax in your house, it is completely understandable. I would not want to run out of wax. If I think I'm going to run out of wax, I'll find a way to get more wax. However, as all of my diamond paintings come in, I put all of my supplies in the same place so that I can always find and access what I need. I have a big toolbox that I keep all of my diamond painting accessories that I don't use on a regular basis, but I can get in and get to if I need to. So, number 11, use parchment paper or release paper as canvas protection. So as you see, I am a release paper person. I do not use the plastic. I sometimes leave it on just for protection prior to me moving. This one was already completely covered, so it stayed covered. I don't have the original protection that I had. So one of the most frustrating aspects of completing a diamond painting can be working around the protective cover that comes with the painting. This is an essential part of the project because it's intended to keep your canvas clean and prevent dirt or dust from landing on the adhesive canvas, but it can make working with the painting more difficult. So when I do keep the plastic on, because I open my canvas up to such a big section, I typically leave my plastic long enough that if I need to cover it, because if I try to put release papers back on what you're looking at, I might get one here, I might get one here. If I'm lucky, I might get one here. Okay, but that's going to leave a lot of my canvas exposed, right? Look at all these little areas that it's going to be hard to cover, because you got to get the release papers on the sticky, right? So if I take a release paper, and I'll show you, and I put it right here, and it has nothing, it only sticks to that, right? It's not stuck to anything else. Nothing. Except for a piece of water somewhere. Okay, so, do you see what I'm saying though? I can put my release papers and it'll cover here just fine, right? But if I put one here, because now that's covered up, right? I'm going to put one here. Do I have anything to connect it to? It doesn't. It doesn't stay. It just falls off because it doesn't have anything to adhere to. It's got to have the glue to adhere to, right? So if you're working on a painting and you're using release papers, and as you get farther in, you're going to leave it open, right? Because you can't get those release papers on. So that's why I usually typically now keep the plastic cover on what I haven't done before. So what I'd be doing is, if it is in this position, I'll be pulling my plastic back. My plastic will sit down here in the bottom of my canvas, and then I'll work on the canvas, and when I'm ready, I can pull that back up and cover it. and it's going to attach here, and it's going to attach here, and probably here, and it will get enough adherence to stay on there. Okay, so that's why I use keep the plastic on. It is as a dust cover only. So instead, you should try using parchment paper for diamond painting. First, you must completely remove the outer cover that comes with the painting. And you don't have to do that, okay? You only pull it off for what you're putting the parchment on. Leave the rest on there. It's useful to have it. It's the original paper, so it's going to stay nice and tight on your canvas until you're ready to do it. And I have a pair of scissors I use, and I just cut it as I go, right? Sure, my garbage can fills up with plastic, but oh well, right? We recycle or we throw it in the garbage, whatever somebody does, right? It's your own choice of how you handle your own garbage, not mine. But like I said, it is a nice thing to have. So I would not recommend taking it completely off. This one was taken completely off and all the parchment paper laid. Same with my Christmas one I will be doing. But the ones that come out of Diamond Art Club will be done the way I typically do them now. So, don't worry, you'll be covering up the exposed canvas with parchment paper shortly. Cut up the paper into smaller square sections and begin placing them over the canvas, overlapping each piece slightly to ensure that none of the canvas beneath is exposed. Press on each individual piece and rub to help the plastic stick to the canvas. This now allows you to work on small sections at a time without having to fight the large protective cover or leave the rest of the canvas exposed to debris. Release paper can also be used to implement this final tip. Yes, and a lot of people are moving towards release paper. This release paper is only placed on here with just this little bit amount done because I needed to adjust here. I will be taking these off and the next ones off for the next section, and if there seems to be anything on that slightly little area, I will ensure it's taken off before I start diamond painting, right? So number 12. This one's a big one. I like this one. I think it's better than using an iron. So number 12 is get rid of wrinkles with a heating pad. A heating pad does not get as full as your, as hot as your iron's going to get, right? You have better control over the heating pad than you would necessarily have otherwise. I have a weighted heating pad, so I would use the weighted. It also has 10 settings. I can set the timer. I can do whatever I want with this heating pad, right? So for me, a heating pad is much better, and you're going to be able to adjust your heat as necessary, where you have control and you can place it over a larger area than what an iron will hit. So wrinkles that are an inevitable part of diamond painting, but there are many ways you can get these out of your canvas and create a beautiful finished product. When I open my canvases, the first thing I do is I pull the paper back halfway, put it back on. That's going to cause that canvas to straighten out, right? And I'm doing to the other side. I'm going to go slightly into where I already did. Then I'm going to pull it back again. And then my canvas is going to lay pretty flat, right? If I let it set there for a little while, it's going to end up laying flat. So if I'm working on it and I'm working on part of it, the rest of it's laying flat, right? So wrinkles don't actually impact the final result, but for many painters, they are a distraction during the process. I don't mind the wrinkles as much as I would I mind when I have issues with the glue, right? Because double-sided adhesive comes up with a lot of rivers. That's why I'm not thinking this one's a double-sided. That's the only reason I would not think this one. But it has been laying flat. So since I got this one, I pretty much tried to do it. I couldn't, and it's just been hanging flat in the closet sense. So it could be, but I've not seen a single river on here. So it is not unusual for Diamond Art Club kits to have wrinkles sometimes as a result of our poured glue method. This the superior way to prepare a canvas. Some companies use double-sided adhesive canvases instead, which is essentially a canvas with a giant piece of double-sided tape. The poured glue is known for being easier to work with and creating a more realistic, clear picture at the end. And I think this may be poured glue, because normally if it's not, I wouldn't pull the paper and put release. So it's most likely poured glue. But as you can tell, I don't know for sure what this one is because it's been in my closet and I have used it for many years. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what it is. So, however, the method of pouring glue over the canvas and allowing it to sit out for 12 hours can cause some wrinkles. If you want to remove these to help you focus on your design, it's fairly simple and there are several ways to do it. A heating pad is an easy tool that many people already have lying around the house. This method doesn't require you to use an iron or fabric spray, two other common methods of removing wrinkles. Instead, simply place a towel down on the flat surface and then place the heating pad on the towel and cover with another towel. Basically, you're sandwiching your heating pad between two towels, placing your canvas design side down on the top towel layer and then add something flat on top of the canvas. In other words, a cookie sheet. Turn on the heating pad on low or medium heat and allow the canvas to sit for 10 to 15 minutes before removing it from the heat. So you don't even have to stand there and move the iron around and keep adjusting. All you have to do is get it ready. Once it's ready, you put it down, you leave it for 10 to 15 minutes. Makes removing wrinkles a lot easier. Removing wrinkles with an iron, you place a towel over your new canvas, turn on the iron on low, and carefully iron the canvas with the towel in between. So you're having to iron, right? You're having to keep ironing. Keep ironing. A heating pad, you lay it flat. So number 13 is remove wrinkles with an iron. Another common method for getting rid of wrinkles is by using an iron. With this method, you'll want to be cautious and avoid keeping your canvas under the heat for too long. Although this is a common method, it is a potentially disrupt the glue, so you'll want to exercise extreme caution. Never use an iron on your canvas after you've placed the diamond drills down. With a new canvas, place it face down on a flat surface and place a towel over it. Turn on your iron on low. If it's too hot, it can interfere with the glue, impacting its adhesive abilities. And carefully iron the canvas with the towel in between. I would prefer to just lay it flat and lay something on it and give it some time to, lay out. I don't want to take the chance of messing up my glue, ruining my canvas, putting a burn mark on it, whatever it may be, to put iron on my canvas. I've seen plenty of people do it. But it's not what I would recommend. It is in there, so I am reading it, but if I recommend a heating pad over an iron. And that's what we get when I get to read these to you. I get to read them, but I also get to kind of let you know my opinion and where I come from and why I have the opinion that I have. I don't want to ruin a canvas. Even if I have a towel there, it scares me that I would ruin my canvas if I were to use an iron on it, right? I don't want to use an iron on. I have a piece of dirt on here, and it makes it look like my drill is not on the right place. I'm going to get this one because it's got one right there, and one right there. Okay, so, and this is one reason that you keep the plastic on it. So when I'm like sitting here and twiddling my thumbs, I look at my canvas, right? But I get hair and sometimes dirt on it. So you have to pick it off or clean it off, right? So number 14, store extra drills for future projects. It's always a good idea to hang on to your extra materials even if you're not sure what to do with them. Invest in a craft organizer and store extra drills, wax, and other accessories. You never know when you might need them. So if you have an extra heart left over and you're doing a diamond art club and you have a heart left over, don't throw that heart away. Save it. You never know when you might need it, right? So get a baggie and put them in a baggie. That's what I do. I take my wax and I tape it out of the Diamond Art Club baggie and I put it in a baggie that has all my hearts in it, right? So all I have to do is pick up my diamonds and I can diamond paint, right? So, but always keep your wax where you can find it. You never know when you might need it. If you're going to hang on to your additional diamond drills, be sure to save the label sticker with the code number that corresponds to that color and shape. This will help you ensure that you're using the right drill in the future. So if these had DMC codes, I have baggies that are all set up that already have DMC codes in them. I'm not going to spend the time that would be needed to try to go through and figure out which DMC code would go to each of these diamonds. Anything that I don't have a DMC code to go into the diamond bottle, and I've shown you that in previous. So number 15, our last one, properly frame and seal your painting after completing. Whether you're planning to frame your diamond painting or not, some people like to seal their canvases after all the drills have been properly placed. This can help maintain the quality and prevent drills from falling off. Although the adhesive part of the canvas has been covered, it is still possible for dirt, dust, and debris like pet hair to creep in its way into the crevices. Your two main options when it comes to sealants are spray on or brush on. Spray on sealants are advantageous because they do not cause yellowing, but they don't act as a glue. So if there are any existing gaps between drills, you will still be able to see them. Brush on sealants will be able to fill those gaps, but can cause wrinkles or yellowing over time. So one thing is, even though they say properly frame and seal, and they're talking about sealing, we've already read in previous articles the article about sealing your painting, and Diamond Art Club's lifetime warranty will become void and null if you put any sealant on their canvases. Any other canvases, I don't know. I don't know about anybody else's guarantees or whatever. I do not Diamond Art Club, and I know my other canvases that I have. Like this one, I know is not Diamond Art Club, so I can seal it, okay? So create a diamond painting project you'll never forget. Implementing some of these diamond painting tips will help take your projects to the next level and make the process a little bit easier. Keeping your diamond painting accessories organized and close by is always a smart idea to ensure that you have everything you need to create your masterpiece. Did we miss your favorite painting trick? Tell us about it in the comments below. Be sure to share these tips with your fellow die-hard diamond art fans. So I don't see any comments. There's no comments down here. There's 3 recommendations, but there are no comments. So there is no other discussion going on. So that is the end of our article, Up Your Game with these diamond painting tricks. We went over 15 diamond painting tricks. It's simple as kitting up your new canvases, using washi tape to section off your canvases, upcycling egg cartons to organize diamonds, labeling each diamond bag, organize your diamonds for multi-placement, try using a diamond multi-placer for more efficient crafting, adhere diamonds next to their symbol on the canvas, utilize a flat surface that doubles as a mobile working station, Stop static cling with dryer sheets. Find wax alternatives like Putty. Use parchment paper or release paper as canvas protection. Get rid of wrinkles with a heating pad or with an iron. Store extra diamond drills for future projects, and properly frame and seal your painting after completing. So based on all those tips, it's going to be fun to try some of them out. Some of them I've tried out, other ones I haven't. But considering we're over an hour already, I'm going to say if you like this video, a thumbs up would be great. If you don't, a thumb down is fine. Make sure you let us know in the comments below why. If you want to be part of the Sunset Girl Creates family, we would love to have you part of our family. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button below. And if you want to know when I upload a video, every time, you can hit that bell icon and it'll let you know every time I upload a video. So with that, I want to thank you all for coming and have a very wonderful day. Bye-bye.